All right, let me just give you a little run up to what's going on here. This is Roger Mudfossil University. I've been working with Marguerite and a bunch of other people on issues related to digestive problems. And literally everything is. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you have any condition whatsoever, put that condition in and then put and digestive issues. And every single one of them will come up with some attachment to a digestive issue. What do we have here? Let's see. Well, here's schizophrenia. Huh? Schizophrenia and digestive issues. I just looked it up a second ago. Yeah. Chronic severe mental health condition results from some combination of genetic and environmental factor. Not really. It may sound surprising. Severity of symptoms in depression, anxiety, autism have been linked to imbalances in the GI tract. Now, guess what they think? They think that is a byproduct of the disease. It is not. This causes the disease. Every single issue is related to the gut. Schizophrenia makes you see things that aren't there. And we have people now that are so deluded that they can stand there and tell you right to your face, nothing's real, that's not real, this isn't real. And all the way from the president on down to the people in the street. That's why I took off all the comments. It really is counterproductive now. Anyway, it's a whole nother issue. Bad memory. Okay, so that's what's going on. Now, I'm going to show you about tobacco. Nobody knew this. Or they knew it, but I don't know why nobody's talked about it. This goes back 20 years ago. This research was done. And now, the funny thing is, the people that I'm working with the bacterial labs, they may want to use tobacco to kill bacteria. Like, it was going to be used as an antibiotic. It may be more powerful than anything that we have as an antibiotic. But it's full spectrum. It destroys everything in your body. Wait till you see the article. Stay tuned, because it's going to be very, very serious. Okay, let's go down to the bottom line, which is right down here. I have been saying right along that mucosal invasion is caused because the bacteria that lives in those brushy borders, they call them, are little tiny little villi like this, and all kind of bacteria live down in there. They are killed from some agent. Now, we just saw that nicotine kills bacteria. Normally it's antibiotics, but nicotine seems as bad as any antibiotic. They were actually going to use it for this purpose, to kill pathogens. Now listen to this. The ability of nicotine to limit or interfere with the growth of selected microorganisms, good or bad, was a significant finding in these experiments. Such results have a broad range of implications and relevance, as a large segment of the human population uses nicotine-containing tobacco products or nicotine alone for therapeutic purposes, withdrawal relief primarily. They smoke too. Perhaps the greatest impact would be for those who use chewing gum containing nicotine. Nicotine exposure, especially in the oral cavity, could seriously affect or shift the type of species or amount of microflora colonizing the mouth. It can affect how much and what species can live in your mouth or die in your mouth, as well as intensifying microbial penetration through an injured or oral mucosa. These are the things I'm talking about. They hurt you. If so, degradation products of dying organisms after interacting with nicotine could contribute or modify the development of periodontal disease, as well as other inflammatory processes that might occur at mucosal surfaces. Listen to this. Especially in the lower gastrointestinal tract, such as inflammatory bowel disease. Furthermore, such nicotine microbial interactions could enable other microbes, including pathogens, to proliferate and serve as foci for subsequent infections. I didn't. On the other hand, nicotine exposure could have a subtle beneficial effect. Oh yeah, it sounds like it would be great on the host by limiting the growth of certain respiratory tract and enteric pathogens as they enter the body through the oral and nasal passage. I just got off the phone with the lab guy. I'm hooked up now with a university that teaches how to do lab work on the food supply in using bacterial analysis, and they have a whole bunch of labs that are out in different food service places, and they test the food you eat to ensure that its quality is good and there's no pathogens in there. This is what they understand. Now, I said to Andy, Andy, if we could take a sputum from good healthy people and then take sputum from people that have lung cancer, I'll bet you're going to find it's killed some of these bacteria. That's why these people are getting sick. You can't repopulate that bacteria easily. I don't think you can repopulate it at all. And now when they talk about it getting all down into the gut as well, I can't hardly believe it. It sounds like it's a death sentence. Well, they always used to say that when I was a kid, they used to call them nails in your coffin. Sounds like it's true to me. It's all invasion of your membranes. Your membranes are your immune system. Everything else is just there to clean up little bits and pieces. All right? Your fortress is slime. Your fortress is mucus and mucosal membranes. And the reason they produce mucus, these bacteria that are living in these little pockets, is because they want to be protected from this chemistry. That's why they produce the mucus. And because they live there, and that is their normal habitat, and they will populate it there if they are put there in the correct concentrations. They will protect you. They will keep that mucous membrane flexible. They'll keep it subtle and moist, and nothing will penetrate it that should. And in addition, while they're living there, what they eat, that you eat, they make it so that you can digest it. Otherwise, you can't digest that stuff. You could eat rocks all day long. Nothing's going to happen to you. If once your bacteria gets in there and starts breaking into little pieces, and why does it do that, Roger? Well, it does that because it's eating it. You say, well, if it eats it, what does it do for me? The byproduct of it is literally compost for your body. It's little mineral bits and things like that, little biology that's literally bacteria poop, which we consume in our cells. It has to be that small. So you don't take care of your bacteria, you are not going to have a good life. Simple as that. And I just did one about my good friend Marguerite, and her son John. Hello, John. You are doing fabulous, my friend. You have warmed my heart. And thank you for that, John. And I am so proud of you, my friend. Anyway, take care of your bacteria. Take care of your bacteria.